Hi, everybody. Welcome to Magic Universe. This is the timeless mid January 2021 spiritual guidance pick a card reading. All readings are timeless, so if this video catches your eye after January, it's a sign that there's a message here for you, okay? And you can watch it then and something will resonate. Thank you so much for watching, liking, and subscribing. And also, thank you so much for getting private readings and healings from me. So much love for you. To get a private reading or healing, just come to my website at magicuniverse.co. That's .co. Thank you. All right, let's start. We have three groups here. Group 1 is vibrating at sky blue. Group 2 is vibrating at red. And group 3 is vibrating at spring green. Take a moment to see which color you feel you are vibrating at right now. And click on the timestamp for your group in the description box below, and I will see you at your reading. Hi, Group 1. If you pick the sky blue color, then this reading is for you. When I was looking at your color, I saw that sky blue, it just came out really, really clear. And then there's like a little bit like a foggy, white gray kind of color on like the lower right corner of what I was looking at in your energy. And that's showing up in the obstacles and challenges card. But for the most part, you guys, your energy looks really, really good in the sky blue. I'm seeing like forward movement. I'm seeing, it's just a feeling of wanting peace and wanting harmony. Okay. And there's a lot of this kind of New Year's energy of like beginning of the year. There's a fresh start and leaving behind all the troubles. And now you got this fresh start and you're looking forward to it, like that kind of energy. And then so your cards came out and I'm like, oh my gosh, your energy looks really, really good. And then I saw the obstacles and challenges and I'm like, okay, that's the gray stuff that I was seeing. It's just a little bit of it. It's not a lot. And it almost kind of looks like, oh, you know what? I'm seeing it in the judgment card. You know how the little mouse is at the top of the mountain and looking up at the source energy, right? At the sun. And it's like that's you and your spirit communicating, looking at each other. You pass through like a little bit of cloudiness in order to get up to the top to talk to your spirit, right? So I feel like that little gray energy is kind of like those little clouds that are hanging around. It doesn't stop you from doing what you want to do. It doesn't stop you from having your connection with your source. But it's just kind of like around. So I almost want to say for some of you, it's probably not directly an energy that's affecting you if you don't let it. You know, it's not like directly in your personal life, but maybe it's in the environment. Maybe it's like in the world, in the news or something like that, right? And so it just depends on like, can you live in harmony and still be connected with your source while there's this energy going around in the environment, kind of like that. So you don't have to let it bother you, okay? Okay, so let's talk about that blue energy that's showing up like everywhere else on your spread that looks so good. You have the Eight of Wands starting off. That's about forward movement. That's about, I'm seeing this kind of readiness for you, the unicorn, to like fling that lasso forward and get your energy moving forward towards the rest of the year and kind of like setting intentions, making goals, and being ready to meet up with your goals where they're going to manifest throughout the year. And you can be planning not just for this year, you could be planning for like say the next 2-3 years. I'm seeing. And just some of you are so clear in your mind and in your vision that you're able to see, to foresee when you're going to meet up with these goals. Like you have plans for, okay, you know, by this time I'm going to be this, or I'm going to accomplish this, or something like that, right? And I'm seeing those little pink leaves as actually fire flames for the action and the passion and just the moving forward. And then you know, it's so funny. After I said foresight, I looked at the picture again. I'm like, oh, unicorn horn. The reason why they have horns that stick out is an energy that's projecting from their third eye. And so you're seeing it as a horn, right? So, yeah, I'm totally seeing that energy for you guys. So that looks really good. And then we talked about judgment. Let me see if there's anything else about judgment. I'm seeing a really, really close connection that you have, like an intimate connection that you have with your spirit, with your source energy, and there's a lot of communication going on. And it's like, again, if you stay focused on who you really are, your inner self, your inner guidance, and just let all of those other cloudy stuff, you know, in the environment just fall away, you'll be able to tune it out and it won't even bother you. And but the thing is, like, since it is in the environment and you are human, right, you have to make that choice, that decision yourself to say, I'm going to stay focused on my goal. I'm going to stay focused on my inner self and my inner truth, and not let this other stuff around that's, you know, that's around to bother me, and not fight against it, but not, yeah, just to like not let it affect your personal life and the direction that you want to go in. Some of you may feel a little bit kind of lonely at the top, kind of feeling I'm seeing, because there's of the iciness or the snow at the top, the peak of the mountain. Because when you're at a really high vibration and most people in the world are not, and you're not vibing with them in their misery or vibing with them in their complaining, right? It can feel a little lonely in the sense that the other humans around you aren't in the same space as you are, but you're not lonely in the sense that you have the whole spiritual, non-physical spiritual realm with you at that high vibration. Okay, so it's your choice. Do you want to feel high and happy, or do you want to feel like everybody else and have company? Right? Okay, Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups, I'm seeing for some of you who are wanting romance, or it talks about romance. It also talks about creativity. It talks about like the beginnings, right? The ace is the beginning. So for some of you, there could be a spark of romantic interest. It could be also a spark of a new friendship, spark of new creativity on any kind of in terms of ideas, in terms of like if you have artistic pursuits, even inventions, anything like that, where like creativity comes into play. There's a spark of that, and it has to do with you asking the universe for it, or asking your spirit for it, and setting the intention that yes, I want this. And then it's like the beginning energies of it. It's probably not going to completely manifest where like the person shows up, or like the project gets completed or anything like that in the time frame that you're watching this video right now. Like I'm filming it in for mid-January, or you know, if you decide to watch it later on in the year, but probably not within that month or so, or the 2 weeks. But it's going to be, again, this is like a future energy, like a forward setting energy, where it's about making plans. And you see that in the Three of Wands, where she's all packed up, ready to go, but she has to go meet her coach at the crossroads, right? So it's like the coach isn't there yet, and you're not there yet at the crossroads, but you're ready, and you're ready to meet the coach at a future time in a future place. But there's that expectation and that intention of meeting it there, okay? And so the next row, gardener, yeah, this is talking about you have the bulb, you have the plant, the baby plant, and you're nurturing it and it's ready to grow. You're ready to build on that. For some reason, the month April shows up, or maybe the name April shows up, but I think it's a time thing. I think it's a month. But yeah, so April is coming up really strong for somebody out there. But there's a lot of building, again, building, forward movement, things beginning to manifest and it's in the process of, that's what I'm getting, in the process of. The Magician, a lot of power in this card. It's like you are magic. You have all of the tools to help you. There's like a knowing within you that whatever you're setting forth, you see the arm on the, it's the monster's right arm, but we're looking at it so on his left side, right? The one that holding the scroll. That's your connection. That's your receiving information from your source energy, from the judgment card above, right? With the sun in you talking, right? You're receiving information and teachings and guidance from the source. And then on the monster's like other arm pointing down with his finger pointing downwards, that's you manifesting it onto the physical realm. And the fact that he has one eye open and one eye closed, I feel like you have, you're kind of like the in between, right? Where you're in connection with your source, and then you're also on the physical realm, connecting with people on a physical realm. And it's like one eye open, one eye closed. Okay. So you have one eye on the inner and one eye on the outer, one eye on the non-physical, one eye on the physical, kind of like that. Okay. I'm seeing the sword on the mushroom really lighting up. That's being really clear in your direction about where you want to go. And that's that energy that I'm feeling like this entire spread. Like you have a really clear direction of where you want to go and what you want to do. In terms of how to do it, you're receiving that direction from your source energy. Okay. And that's why it's in the process, and it's not like fully manifested yet. It's in the process, but it will manifest within, like I was talking about, like the 3-year time frame that we were talking about. And then also April also shows up too. So Euphoria. Euphoria is a cosmic connection to the magic within and around you. And that statement right there just says everything that I just said, right? It talks about cosmic connection, and with the connection between you and your spirit, you and your source energy, and then magic, the magician, right? Within and around you, within on the inside, the non-physical, and around you on the outside, the physical realm. So Euphoria is about happiness. And I feel like a lot of you are already really set on that vibration of happiness, and that's why everything is moving so quickly for you and so easily for you, okay? But it has a lot to do with your own intent and focus. So that's where your work is your intent and focus on being clear about who you are, where you want to go, what you want to do, okay? The obstacles and challenges, again, I'm seeing this as an environmental kind of energy. It's probably not something that's directly in your life on like a personal level. For those of you that are, where you feel like there is some obstacle or challenges, you have angels around you guiding you. And again, it has a lot to do with where you want to focus, right? Do you want to focus on the problem energy, or do you want to focus on, okay, I have help around me, I have source energy around me? But yeah, that's not showing up that strongly where it's like a personal problem. I really feel like it's an environmental kind of thing where the energy is around you, but it doesn't have to affect you if you don't want it to. Okay. Amaterasu, inner beauty. This is the goddess of the sun. This is, I feel like this is, I don't know what she's holding in her hand, but to me, it kind of looks like a mirror, and it feels like your inner sun, that energy that you're cultivating within you, where you have so much power, like that magician energy, the 8 of Wands, the judgment energy, where you're receiving from your source energy, and now that energy, you and your spirit have blended into one, and you're projecting it outwards and you're reflecting it out into the world. Okay, so it's like your inner beauty, your inner connectedness is shining out into the world, and it's laying out the pathway for you to enjoy a beautiful life. And looking at like the 3 of Wands, where there's a road ahead of her, right, where she's already, her energy's building up, and she's like shining it forward on her path so that everything is lit up for her, so that she can go and connect with all of the different things that are waiting for her in her future. Okay. So that's a beautiful reading, you guys. Your energy looks amazing. So that's the reading for you guys. And thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please click on the thumbs up, like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe. Yeah. I will see you next time. Thank you. Bye. Hi, group two. If you pick this red color, then this reading is for you. There's a very specific message coming through in this reading. And so it might only be for some specific people. So if you find that this doesn't resonate with you, maybe you can pick another group, or you can pick another reading, because they're all timeless anyway. But I'll give a little bit more general message, but then there is a very, very specific message for, I think, some specific ones of you who might watch this reading. So it's basically a relationship reading, and so I'll go through the cards. You'll know why I'm hesitating as I'm going through this, because it's kind of interesting. So the when I was looking at your color, you came out red. Actually, what happened was, like, I was seeing two colors. I was seeing a purple and underneath, and I was seeing a red on top. And I kept saying group two, and then the red kept like blinking, like popping up and blinking, right? But then the purple was persistently there, taking up a big part of my visual screen. And so I said, okay, so are you purple or are you red? And so the energy, like you guys, whoever I'm reading, is saying I'm red. I'm like, okay, red. So I was like, why is that purple there? And that purple is actually showing up in the second row in this the Strength, King of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. There's a male energy that's very persistently in your space. So male energy could be just somebody who could be in a male or female body that runs a lot of male energy, okay? So we'll talk about it in terms of energy instead of bodies, because I don't know what kind of situations you guys are in, or what kind of relationships you guys are in. But there is a persistent male type energy that's in your space that's coming across as purple to me in my visual visions, in my psychicness. So okay, the first card that came out for you, Narrow Pathway, Tread Thoughtfully. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. That totally makes sense. This talks about, like, being careful about how you move forward, making deliberate steps, deliberate choices for yourself, not moving too quickly to make decisions, and being thoughtful about it, okay? And then the second card that came out for you, Relationships. I don't want, clarified those that I do want. And I'll read the back of it. Whenever you know what you do not want, you always know more clearly what you do want. So in any poignant moment of awareness of another person's undesirable situation, give your undivided attention to the idea of improvement that has hatched from your interaction, observation. And as you learn to do that, not only will you be of increasing value to others, but you will see how your relationships with others add immeasurably to your own becoming. So it basically says, whoever you're meeting or whoever you're with, that's not that desirable, it actually helps you clarify what you want in your life. So say if somebody's not treating you that well, right? And you're like, I don't like this treatment. Then that's actually you clarify for yourself. I want somebody who treats me better. Okay, I want somebody who's a better match to who I am and who I want to be. I feel like the message, say like the general message for this group, if you're coming across people or you're with somebody that you're not sure that you want to be with, and maybe they don't have like all of the qualities that you seek in a relationship, and or maybe you're already in the relationship and it's not feeling that good to be in the relationship. Spirit is saying, like, think about it, like think about your choices in terms of, do you want to stay? Do you want to go? Don't make any decision until you have clarity about what you truly want in your life. And this is more an internal thing versus like an external making of the choices. This is like, look inside yourself and see, who am I? What do I want? What do I think I deserve? What do I, and clean that energy up. The next card for you is clean it up. Whatever thing you have inside you that's saying like, maybe I'm only worth this much and that's why I'm with this kind of person who's not treating me that well, or maybe I feel like I'm a certain way and that's why I only deserve to be with people that are maybe not exactly what I want. Maybe they have some qualities that I don't want. And the example that shows up, say you meet somebody and you're deciding whether you want to deepen a relationship with them or not. And they're good, they're fun to be around, but like they smoke or something like that, right? And you don't like smoking. It's like, should I be with this person even though they have this quality that I don't prefer? But I don't know, maybe that's all I deserve. Maybe there won't be another person out there that's fun. It's like that kind of thinking, right? Spirit is saying to clean that up. Clean that up and let yourself know that you deserve everything that you want in a for yourself in a relationship, and you deserve the the most love, the most best treatment, right? So clean up all of those thoughts where you're thinking maybe you deserve less than what you want, and tread thoughtfully, before you make a decision whether or not you want to continue on with this person. Think about that and really clean up your own energy. And it's okay that you're coming across these people that have qualities that you don't like, because like in the second card, it's telling you that it's like reflecting back to you like, hey, I don't feel good going this way, and it's giving you the clarity of what you do want. And then so now after you clean that up, now you can move towards what you do want. Okay. Sweet memories, dried flower fairy. This one I feel like connects with what I'm seeing in the second row, where now the energies become a little bit more specific. So it might not apply to all of you, but it might apply very clearly to some of you who are watching this. Okay. So in the second row, I'm seeing strength, and I'm looking at the strength card, and I'm not that studied in terms of zodiac stuff or like astrology or anything like that, but I know, Leos are lions, right? And I know they're fire energy, and I feel like this male energy that's coming across really fiery with the Ace of Wands, the King of Wands, and the Strength card. There might be a person that's a Leo in your life. Not necessarily, but somebody that runs that kind of like male dominant energy. That's what I'm seeing. And I've only seen this one other time in another reading where the Ace of Wands shows up as a sign of, as an energy of like abuse. So if anybody is experiencing any kind of physical abuse, mental abuse, emotional abuse, anything like that, I feel like there's this, even if it's not physical, okay, even if it's just like a psychological, there's this really dominant male energy that's in your space that kind of takes up your life, that kind of like whatever they say goes, or they're just the dominant one and you're the more submissive one. That's what I'm seeing in that dried flower fairy, where your energy retreats back when this male energy comes on, that you retreat back to the past, or you retreat back to when things felt better. Okay. And so the message that Spirit has for you guys specifically is the wheels of light. And I'll show you a picture of the message in the back, but not all of it is applying in terms of what I'm reading in this reading. But that one part in the beginning where it says, the second sentence, by appreciating the nature of your wheels of light chakras, you'll soon realize that your body is also a temple. And I feel like that is so important for you guys to know, the ones of you that may be experiencing this male dominant energy in your space. Your spirit wants you to know your body is a temple, okay? And to treat your body as a temple, and don't let anybody do things to it to that are not respectful of your body, okay? And my voice is like, there's this energy that's building up in my throat chakra because it's like, this is a difficult message to relay. And also, maybe some of you, your throat chakra, maybe it's hard for you to speak up about it, maybe about your situation, right? And because your energy is retreating back whenever this male energy comes on or is around you, that they kind of take over and your energy retreats back. And I feel like for a lot of you who are experiencing this, that you may not be ready to end the relationship, or you may not be ready to kind of come into your own power and make full decisions for the good of your own temple, right? The good of your own body and the good of your own life. Spirit is just calling you to at least recognize, even if you're not ready to do anything about it yet, to at least recognize that your body is a temple. And once you start respecting your own body and filling your own body with the energy, you might even want to do this wheels of light exercise that they talk about in the back, and start circling energy through your different chakras to just kind of build up your own energy in your body, so that more of you comes into you, so that you're not living in the past so much, or you're not trying to live in like the sweet memories, okay, of before. And bring your energy into present time, bring more of your own energy into your own body right now. And then things may begin to change, because there is a message of hope at the very end, like violet angel breaking dawn. So there is light at the end of the tunnel. You have to make that decision for yourself of when that's going to be. But there's energies, you have guides and angels all around you. There are people that are wanting to help you, but you have to recognize, to respect yourself, and then the help can come in, okay? But there is a breaking point where the dawn is going to come in, so that's good. So the card right before it, love endures. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. This one kind of has like a double meaning. One of them, I feel like maybe some of you who are deciding to hang on still and see if things can get better, that might be an indication of that. The other message that I'm getting from this card has to do with the love of yourself endures. The faith of yourself endures, because the true love isn't a love with another person. The true love is the love between you and your source energy and your own inner being. So the love of yourself endures. Okay. So I hope that makes sense to you. I know sometimes when people are in this kind of situation, they might not be able to see that the love for themselves should be a priority to their love for another person. So Spirit is trying to get that message through to you, okay? All right, so that's the reading for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Like this video, click on the thumbs up if you like it, and share it with your friends, and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hi, group 3. If you picked this spring green color, then this reading is for you. This reading is basically like a green light on whatever it is that you're wanting to pursue, to go for it. So there's a specific message and a general message. So I'll start with the specific message, since those are the first two cards that came out. So the Page of Wands and the Empress, and even the Six of Wands after that. Some of you may be mothers or parents. of children, or you may play a similar type of role where you're like a guardian of some sort, where you have a responsibility, right, to take care of something or someone. And I'm seeing that I'll just say it more specifically, and then you can apply it to your situation. Say you're a mom, for example, right? You're a mom, you have a kid or kids, and there's something that you want to pursue. Spirit is saying, look at the Six of Wands card. Here's you on your wooden horse, on your horse, right? And you're having a parade. You're doing really well. You're achieving. You're successful. Your kid, that's the little girl in the back, would be so proud of you. Would learn so much from you if you pursue your goal and did what you wanted to do, and you're successful at it. Okay, so this is a sign of success. This is a energy of like you doing what you want to do, and the people around you will learn so much from you, will grow with you, and be so proud of you for doing it. Okay, because, and then here's the next part, the Eight of Swords. You guys might feel like, well, say you are in that situation where you're a mom and you have children, and you feel kind of stuck. Like, I want to do stuff, but I have responsibilities, right? So maybe you're not like specifically a mother with a kid, but you have some kind of responsibility, or in some way you feel stuck and you can't move forward. Spirit is saying, if you do it, that there will be success for you. There will be achievement, that good things will come out of it if you choose to remove yourself from that trapped kind of situation, and move forward with what you want to pursue. Okay. Four of Wands. So Four of Wands, the reason why I'm saying that is there's a high possibility that a lot of you are probably moms with kids, or dads with kids, because there's a home card, the Four of Wands, where maybe you don't want to disrupt your stable home by venturing forth to do, something that you want to do, to pursue your own personal passions or something like that. But Spirit is telling you it's okay. In the second row, the Seven of Wands and the Knight of Wands. So, okay, Knight of Wands and Great Adventure, take a risk, venture forward. That's like telling you specifically go for it, right? It's the same energy as the Knight of Wands, of moving forward towards what you're wanting to pursue. The road's clearing for you, that there's great fun to be had, there's great success and achievement to be had. The Seven of Wands talks about any kind of opposition. It could be opposition from like your mate, opposition from your children, opposition from just your own thoughts telling you that you shouldn't, because you feel guilty, right? Because you should be a good mom or a good dad or a good responsible person, and keep the happy home or the happy stability of wherever you're at, and not venture forth and do what you want to do, right? But Seven of Wands is telling you that even though there's opposition, Knight of Wands, move forward with it, great adventure. And again, Six of Wands, that once you make the decision to move forward and do what you want to do, those people, or like the people that you feel like you might let down, they're actually going to be really proud of you. They're actually going to learn a lot from you pursuing your dreams, because it'll teach them that they should also pursue their dreams, right? So observer, there's two things showing up. One might be that maybe some of you have this dream, and you're just sitting on it, and you're just observing, observing things happening around you, and you're not actually taking action. The other thing could be that maybe you are in a situation where you're like Eight of Swords, where you're physically not able to actually do anything about it yet. In that case, if you need to stay put a little longer and not yet venture forth, Spirit is saying, okay, cultivate your dream. Say you're sitting on an egg. Say you're pregnant, right? And your child is not yet out, and you're still in the egg, right? Still hatching the egg, and or maybe like your dream is not yet ready to hatch. Okay, whatever it may be, that egg may represent. while you're in this period of time where you're nurturing this growth, where you're just in that phase of what's that word? Gestation, I think, right? Where whatever it is just growing inside and not yet ready to be birthed, right? But almost. And in the observer card, what I'm seeing is like, even if you're in that state where you can't yet go forth, like maybe you're waiting for your kids to graduate, or maybe you're waiting for something to happen so that you can, then there's like an opening, in the time period where you're able to do that, but you're not quite there yet. During this time period where you're gestating, keep focusing on your dream. There's a difference between the Eight of Swords, where you're blindfolded and feeling stuck and feeling like, oh, I can't do anything because I'm in this situation, and just then like kind of feeling bad for yourself and feeling trapped, right? That feeling, versus in the observer card where you're like, okay, I'm in the same situation where I have to sit on this egg for a little while longer, and I can't move or do anything yet, but the feeling is I'm focusing on that dream inside me. I'm envisioning it, I'm visualizing it. Maybe I'm doing vision boards, maybe I'm drawing it, maybe I'm journaling it, maybe I'm just meditating. There's internally the feeling of being trapped and stuck and feeling bad about it, versus my dream is going to come true. I'm just waiting for the opportune time. Like, that's a totally different feeling, right? So spirit is calling you to, if you have to wait a little bit, in that waiting time, cultivate your dream energetically, in your imagination, in your vision, in your heart. Let your passion grow for it. And then when the time is ready for the birthing, for the release of it, then things will just happen, like all the energies will be in the right place for you to move forward. But basically it's a green light, it's a move forward card, okay, or a move forward energy, a message for you guys. That and again, like the Four of Wands, for me, when this comes out, this is my everything is okay card. So everything's going to be good, everything is going to be solid and stable, and like a happy ending. Okay, so that's the reading for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, click on the thumbs up, like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe. I will see you next time. Bye.